Hello Sagittarius, this is your extended reading. So if you have seen the thumbnail of this video, you might have seen that differently from the other readings that I've done so far, this extended started with 2 cards instead of 1. And the reason that I kept them together is just because when I was shuffling, they jumped out together. They came to the floor together, so I just felt like they were a combined message to start off this second part of the reading. And so the 2 cards were the Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And at first, well, because these cards are so personal to me, because I designed them, I feel like they have a really straightforward way of communicating with me, right? They usually come with a word or two or a phrase that is bringing the essence of the message. But with these 2, it was just blank. I was just staring at them for a long while I was shuffling for the other cards, waiting for them to come out. They weren't speaking. I feel like they were silent, and I feel like this is maybe your process. Maybe you're silent, considering things. Maybe you are doing this analytical consideration, maybe just trying to unfold what has happened to you in such a quick, such a short amount of time, right? When you went from the slow and steady pace towards this quick moving environment where these new people are, and suddenly you have all this attention and eyes on you. So I feel like you are silent. You are considering what to do next. I feel like you are yeah, you're just pondering in silence, in a yeah, I just feel like there's no one with you here. I feel like you're alone, and you chose to be alone to consider what has what is going on with you in the past few days or weeks or whatever. So yeah, that was the first part of the message. But then the few cards that came afterwards, they were explaining to me what is, I feel like the how do you say it, like the verdict, like the final word of this consideration, of this pondering time that you maybe took off, right, to just think, right, and put your head and your emotions in the same wavelength, in the same alignment, right? So let me show you the next 3 cards, and then I'll explain these 2. So the cards that came after these 2 were the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and Justice. And so it was like this, right? I can hold them. I hope you can. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I feel like this Four of Cups is connected to this Four of Pentacles. Why? Because here I feel like you were sorting your emotions, trying to understand what has happened to you, but almost trying to slow the pace, right? I feel the way that I'm seeing this is almost like you breathing deeply to slow the fast pace of your heart, to slow your heartbeat. That's what I'm seeing with this Four of Cups. But I feel like because you're embodying this King of Pentacles, I feel like you have a lot to share and to give and to do in this world. So, oh, sorry. So I feel like here you are taking a little bit of time to consider alone, but I feel like what you have to offer to the world is it is crucial. Like it will be really really appreciated by those who come in contact with whatever it is that you have to offer, right? You have acquired this sense of mastery, but I feel like you're a little bit reluctant to share it still, because I feel like, you know, as we said in the first part, I feel like you're feeling that you didn't give like the call, you didn't give the go, you know, the universe did it for you. So you're feeling maybe betrayed, but so you're just sorting it all out with this Four of Cups. But as soon as this Magician came afterwards, it was just, all that I heard was, you know, the what is it called, the thing in the movies where you do the, you know, the action. You know what I mean. I don't know the name of that thing, but it was like, it was like action and action and action, and it feels like the universe is just throwing you, you know, like in a way that you have to act, you have to move, you have to do something. So you have been preparing, you have been growing, slow and steady growth here, and now it's just, you know, it is this flip, right? It is instantaneous. To you it feels too soon, but it's time to act, right? And so here, when this Four of Pentacles came after the Magician, it clarified to me that all of this emotional sorting and sifting and considering and pondering, it has to become something tangible. It has to be translated in something that is that you can share with the world, right? That you can give to the world. So I feel like you are a little bit reluctant, but you have to. This is what this Magician is saying, the universe is saying with this action. It's like, no more pondering, no more considering, no more sorting and sifting your emotions. It's time to act in the real world, right? Because, and so this is where it gets really interesting. So, the Magician and Justice, you know, bracketing this, it feels like you have more guidance than you give yourself credit for. It feels like you have achieved a sense of mastery that you yourself don't recognize, right? You feel, it feels to me a little bit like imposter syndrome, like, because here you started off as this Nine of Pentacles, so to you there is still a missing piece, right? But here you came as the King of Pentacles, so you have developed a lot of you have grown, you have acquired the sense of mastery, yeah, and the universe sees it. So that's why I feel like they're coming, you know, with no time to consider anymore. It's time to act. It's action time, right? And because they're like just, it feels like they're pushing you forward, actually, to move, to just put something into the real world, right? To show up in a more 3D kind of way. And this Justice card came with the message that maybe because it was this flip, right, that was really fast and maybe caught you by surprise, and you know, you weren't expecting this change to be so soon or so fast, so you were a little bit startled here, right? And because all of these people were surrounding you and you didn't know them, you didn't know if you could trust them, I feel like here you were in this questioning mode of, am I really meant to be here? Am I really meant to be doing this? Why are all these people looking to me for whatever it is? You know, with admiration, and not at first it's not admiration, it's more curiosity. It's more like it's like, let's see who's new around here, you know, and you're the one in the center getting all the attention. So you're questioning why all these people are suddenly interested in you. And here with this Justice card, because it came with you know, with this oh, what's the word, it's like a sense of feeling, oh yeah, feeling steady. This is what this Justice, I was just trying to translate what I'm getting, because I'm just getting this sword, just you know, when it's just the tip of it inside the earth, or you know, stone or whatever, and it's just steady, you know, it finds its balance. So that's what I'm seeing here. And so the message that came with this Justice, it's, you're exactly where you're meant to be. You are in the right place at the right time with the right people. Maybe keeping your distance for now, it is a really good move, because it's what's going to bring you balance, bring your sense of, in the midst of this action mode, right, where you have to move, you can still find that sense of peace and quiet that maybe you did find here while you were working on your own, right? So it's this balance between moving so fast by the universe and finding your own merging rhythms, your slow and steady pace with the quick moving pace of the universe, right? It's just like this beautiful merging of, it is balance. It is balance. You're finding balance. And so after this Justice, which is to me this peace and quiet in the midst of this quick moving action that you're about to go on, after considering, after, you know, taking a little bit of time to ponder and consider, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, while I was shuffling, it also came really quickly, just like this Nine of Swords, right? So it feels to me that you get to a point of balance, of developing this peace and quiet, that you can deal with this spinning of the wheel, which is really, really fast, and you're not used to it, right? But I feel like it's just this beautiful blending of these two rhythms, you know? It's almost like you can feel the movement just moving through you, feel the movement. It's almost like this, you sense each and every movement, as if you could slow time and just sense it going through you. I don't know how to explain this exactly, but you find the balance, you know, you achieve this point of complete merging of these rhythms, right? And so something beautiful and wonderful and just astonishing blew my mind, because after this Wheel of Fortune came the Ten of Swords. So I feel like as soon as you're balanced, you find this perfect balance between being still and being moved, actually is what I'm hearing, being moved. I feel like you come back to this place, right? Because at first, here in the first part, the Nine of Pentacles turns into the Nine of Swords, but not by your choice, right? It feels like you're thrown in this new environment where you have to showcase whatever you have produced, whatever you have come up with, you know, your art or your project, whatever it is. And it feels a little bit startling to you, right? But here, when you come back to this place, right, you're not alone. Even though, so here it feels more like you're being backed up by spirit. I'll just throw it like that. Because here, you see, there's only one arrow in the middle of all of these. So I feel like here you felt alone, even though you were in the middle of this environment where all these new people were, right? People that you didn't know. And here I feel like you have, because you have the company of, you know, these forces that are guiding you, that are moving you with balance, with merging of these two, of the blending of these two energies, so beautifully balanced, right? It feels like here you go back to that same environment and you don't feel alone anymore. It's actually exciting and it's enticing. It's the quick movement here doesn't bother you anymore. And this is really, really interesting, because what came afterwards was judgment. So here, if this justice was telling me that you're in the right place in the right time, this judgment after the wheel, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is this spinning of the wheel, is this quick movement that is racing forward to put you back into this same space where you're in the center of attention of a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people and a lot of energies moving and just paying attention to you, right? Because it is exactly where you need to be. This is the place. And so here it is where this part of the reading ends, right? And I was just like, okay, but then what's next, right? And I was just waiting, because in this portion, I'm going to pull the astrological runes, right, here as the final guidance. But as soon as I turned to face the, to see what the card at the bottom was, I feel like I have a glimpse of what's next, right? Because here it feels like a conclusion, like finally you understand that you are in the right place at the right time, doing exactly what you have to do, because there is a lot for you to teach others. It's what I'm getting with this Ten of Swords. So the card that came, okay, so the card that's in the bottom is the Nine of Wands. And to me, this card is just giving me the glimpse of what this spark is, which was actually the intention of this whole second part of the reading, right? Was to unveil what the spark of inspiration was. So I feel like before you get to this next step, I feel like you are learning to balance the rhythm that you have mastered, which is slow and steady, and finding this perfection in being still, but still moving slowly, you know, building something a little bit every day. Because you did that here, right? With this Nine of Pentacles, which very soon turned into the Nine of Swords. And so here, that's why I'm saying this Nine of Wands, I feel like is this promised land of this next step of what this next level of mastering is for you. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this action mode. I feel like you are going to accomplish more with this fast rhythm because you have achieved this extreme balance. And balance, I mean with spirit, with the ones who are guiding you and pushing you, you know, to move forward, to put yourself out there, and don't be afraid to show whatever you have created. And because it is these two, I mean, seriously, you must have seen this on the thumbnail, but anyways, these two major arcana, you know, putting you in the same spot that you were before, you know, thrown to the lions, but with their guidance, because it's meant to be. You were meant to be there. And here, they're teaching you how to move through this space without that feeling of mistrust, right? That you first felt when you were thrown in this new environment. So it is big. It is like life-changing. It is a next level. And I feel like here you have acquired this sense of mastery in being exposed in this new environment with people that you don't know, that are interested in you and looking towards you with some you know, wanting something from you or from your art or whatever. And so here it feels like that spark that might come in with this full moon, with the, you know, the alignment of the sun and the moon. I feel, because oh my god, this reading is going to be long, but anyways, it's just the message. What can I do? I feel like you have been in your quiet space where nobody saw you, right, for such a long time with this moon, and it felt good, it felt peaceful, it felt like it felt sacred, right? But then with the sun card, it is this worldwide eyes on you, right? You're in the spotlight, you're being seen, right? Here is the unseen, here you're being seen, right? And it feels like you are learning to blend and to mix and to work with these two forces, right? Because it is meant to be. You're meant to be there. And so this Nine of Wands, it's almost like this next phase, right? Which is really quick moving. So because this reading is going really, really long, I'm not going to pull this final guidance from the runes today, because I feel like this bottom of the deck is really this final guidance. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful in some way for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Take care. Bye.